Welcome. Today is August 19th, 2019, and the days are flying. I do apologize for the technical difficulties you're facing, but we have a brand spanking new portal, nice and revamped. If you got a chance to log in, you gotta check it out. It looks very sleek. Our development team has worked very hard. It's just we're having some audio issues with it. It might be on my end, but I think on YouTube it's working. So we apologize for that. We should get it fixed as soon as possible. But today we're going to get some admin stuff out of the way in the beginning. So talking about the portal, this is our, let me go in order. So if you haven't signed up for the portal and you're watching this on YouTube, please go to forexlens.com/trading-room/ and sign up for the trading room. We said this for about the past month, so you should have had more than enough time to get started. You have two options available. So this one, sign up for a free membership, gives you access for Monday and Thursday only. So what happens Mondays is, if you've been in the sessions before, Mondays we usually look at the overall bias for our majors and try to get a good idea of what setups we're going to be looking at. And from Tuesday and Wednesday, that's where we usually get our entries and actually enter our trades. Thursday is where we start to take profits, book them, and sort of dwindle down the trades and kind of end off the week. Thursday we usually just look at what went wrong, what went right, because it's always good as a trader to evaluate the trades you've taken, the winners and the losses. That's the only way you get better, is to realize from your mistakes and also from what you did right, and you carry that forward on to the next week. So if you're going to be a free member, you can get into the Monday session and the Thursday session, and it's not too bad because Monday you're still getting a lot of insight onto what to look for. You're just not going to get any specifics like the paid members do, and that's only fair to them. For the paid members, if you want to get full access for $97, and this does include the signals, you do get all our signals, 8 signal providers with this option. For this, you're going to get Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern sessions, and any extra bonus sessions that I hold at night or before major events like NFP. So after you choose your option, you're going to get an email. It's going to say getting started. Here's your login details for the portal. You're going to go to this URL right here, forexlens.com/portal. I know a lot of you have the forexlens.com/portal/free. Don't use that one. Use this one and just enter in your login details. I suggest you copy and paste them because the password are abstract characters. So it's you might mistype something. Just copy and paste and then log in, and then you're gonna see this. This is beautiful. Our brand new portal, and it looks pretty similar to the other one, except it's a lot more condensed. And we have the same features, so we haven't taken anything off. When the portal is up and running, which we should have by tomorrow latest, maybe Wednesday, in terms of the live session and the audio, you just click the New York live session, and you get a beautiful sleek window to pop up, and you will still have the chat, which is supported by YouTube, and this chat runs 24 hours, so you can, even after the session's done and you forgot to ask me a question, you can send that question right into this chat right here, and I could get to your question before the next session the next day. And you also have the signals. So here, if you're a paid member, you have all these available to you. If you're a free member, you're going to have me. You're going to have me available. You get trade updates and the latest signal calls. So if you look at Adam, this is all his latest calls. Made a lot of pips this week, and counting the end of last week. So you can look at that. And the news is still here. Bloomberg is still here. And education, be on the lookout for this. We do have some nice videos already. So how to use our portal. And also our Telegram Forex signals, how to get that set up. We're actually in the process of making a course for you guys. And so that course will be up there. We'll give updates as they come available. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new portal. It looks great. This is version 1. Version 2 will be done in React, so it'll look even better and perform even better. But we're gonna take gradual and calculated steps to get to that point. And one more thing before we start looking at pairs. If you haven't joined my Telegram, join the channel. This is the link right here. I'll put it in the description of this live session once it's processed. But it's basically t.me/rpforex, and just click view in Telegram and you can join it for free. So let's get today's session started. If you're new to our sessions, Mondays are just our rundowns. We get biases of our pairs. We're not really looking to enter unless the entry is there. But Euro, last week we spent, 7 days in consolidation, in this consolidation box, and we finally got the impulse move out, and we bagged, around 80% of our move to 1.10350, and we didn't get all the way there, but we already took our profits. Going to the 2-hourly, we are actually doing something interesting. So on the 2-hourly, we can see we drew this descending trend line last week, and we had our first touch, second touch, third touch. On our fourth touch, instead of getting that rejection down to our final take profit, we did actually slip out of the trend line. It's nothing too significant. If we zoom in, it's nothing too significant, or something that's going to tell me it's a reversal. You can actually just say this is some sort of a bearish continuation flag. I mean, it's not the cleanest, but the overall price action isn't overwhelming. This candle right here, this big bullish candle, might throw off some novice traders, but I actually just think that we're gonna maybe pay a closer visit to 1.11200, 1.11200, and then make another move back down. Also, if you are looking for intraday opportunities, you can just draw a trend line, which we have right here. So we have our trend line here. We have our 1, 2, and third touch. Right now, we are trying to break out of it. This is actually a nice opportunity to go short to our final take profit level. We are in NSD USD short. I called that about an hour ago, 2 hours ago. So if Euro falls, it'd be great for NSD as well. But we could look for something like this to happen. Ideally, since we're on the 2-hourly, we do want to break a retest and some sort of rejection, just because we might get faked out, either way, if we enter somewhere down here, the overall risk to reward is still phenomenal, 3.48. You can even extend your stop just up to here in case we do make some sort of wild retrace. It's still a 2.0 risk to reward. In terms of fundamentals, which I always like to look at, it's going to be pretty quiet today until at 9:30 p.m. We're going to have the monetary policy meeting minutes for Aussie. It's pretty much a given and almost priced in that they will be cutting rates, but they'll be giving some more updates right now, about what they're going to do in terms of specifics. Tuesday is very quiet, nothing major. Wednesday is going to be important for the CAD. We have CPI, and we have FOMC minutes, so we have Powell speaking. And Thursday is a major day for Euro, German flash sales. So this is going to be major for Euro, and I think Euro USD might consolidate, within these, area right here. If you want to draw a consolidation box, you might just consolidate in this 50 to 60 pip region, make no real moves until Thursday, or we could make a move before then. But this, a lot of great events to trade in terms of news. If you haven't watched my video on how to trade news, it's on our YouTube. Just type on Google how to trade news Forex lens, and it'd be the first video that pops up. I go into I go actually pretty in depth on how to trade news. I might do some live examples when we do have news in the early morning. Friday, also CAD core retail sales, and then Powell will be speaking at 10. Hopefully by 10 a.m. Friday we're out of all trades. Just to keep things safe. We could, actually, since our live session's at 11, we don't do live sessions Friday, but you know what? I might just do one for you guys this Friday at 10 a.m. just so we can trade news together. It'll be a good session to do, and to ask questions in real time before the news release at 10 a.m. So moving on, Euro, I wouldn't touch it. Maybe look up for this setup. Nice break retest, but on the 1 hourly, we could probably see a bear flag. Yeah, it's pretty clear as day. This is a bear flag. A bear flag is a continuation pattern, so we're in a bear flag. If we do get that break, we already printed a nice teardrop candle. Further downside for euro is expected. Pound, if you look at the title of this video, it is pound making a recovery. I don't think so. But it's trying. It's trying because what happened last week and in recent time, I'm going back. We had this, ascending channel, right? Also a bear flag. Had our flag pull right here, our flag here. We did get a breakout, and at this point, I did think we were gonna slip down to make historic lows for the pound. But what price did is on its retest, it came back closed within our support region, and since then it has made a triple top, 1, 2, 3, and we had a nice breakout, come back in, and we have been pretty much capped by 1.21700. And since then we have created this pretty sneaky uptrend right here with our highs right here. We have a 1 touch, 2 touch, and we did have a breakout. This is why I always trade, when it comes to trend lines, I always wait for the break, retest, rejection, because a lot of novice and some even experienced traders would have entered short after this break, but they never really got that break, a nice green candle retest and then rejection to go back down, which you should have waited for. But I was looking earlier when we were right around here. I was possibly seeking shorts, but this candle has closed right within range of the trend line, so shorts are a no-go. And even if we do pop back up to 1.21700, the shorts are kind of iffy just because price is kind of getting squeezed. If you look at how price is just getting squeezed up to this resistance, it's showing a lot of hesitancy to go lower, and more incentive to go higher. So we might actually be looking for buys on pound soon, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but looking to the left, I am gonna stick true to my words until we really do clear these highs right here. I don't see a pound recovery in general. I mean, look at the 4-hourly. I will take a peek at the chat. Actually, we'll do that right now. But if you see the highs right here, these highs back in August, early August, and July, we've made some significant pushes out of the support region, but we've always closed back within, and we do not want to get faked out, especially for the pound. Obviously Brexit, and you have a new PM, so we'll see what happens with that. Cool. Hey Anna, glad you're back on the glad you got into the portal. But yeah, Anna, if you have any pair recommendations, let me know, and I'll continue on. So pound, just look at this candle right here. I don't even know why this candle happened, because the news, there is no news. Maybe Trump has tweeted something, because that has, even last week with Aussie pound, with Aussie USD, Trump's tweet hurt us pretty bad. Well, not too bad, but it was uncalled for. Maybe that's what he did. So if you guys are on Twitter, I suggest you follow Trump and have the notifications on. But yeah, until we clear these highs, maybe right around 1.22,000, look for short opportunities for the pound. Moving on to USD yen, another pair that's the price action is kind of consolidated. And what I mean by that is, the past, since the start of August, we've been in this kind of trading range. And, if you're into trading ranges like I am, then you see a lot of opportunities. You see an opportunity to sell here. I'm going to have another opportunity maybe to sell up here. And what's nice about this opportunity in general is it's making some nice, consistent and clear higher highs and higher lows. So we're able to draw this trend line right here. And when we do come to this resistance, we do get that break of this trend line and some sort of, rejection like this candle right here, we could have a nice short, just because our stop would be probably no more than 20 pips above this level anyways. So USD yen, I am looking for shorts. We're on the 4-hourly, so it might take some time to go up here, but this is what we could have intraday. And tonight we do have Aussie news, so that could move the yen a bit. Tuesday we have no news, so that's gonna be fine. Wednesday we have Powell speaking, so hopefully by then this trade's done and dusted. 2.81 risk to reward, stops right above our hourly resistance. So this is what we look for. Since we're at resistance, we don't even have to look for that break and retest. Just a break of this trend line would be good enough. And 105.600 will be our first take profit, and right around these wicks, which is 106.216, will be our second one, and stops right at 107.100. So a very nice intraday setup. Gold. So our consolidation box. I hope you guys caught the gold trade, but I enjoyed my Sunday. But this is gold right here. So last week we had this consolidation box, which we caught around 70 pips, and then this week we made another consolidation box. And in all honesty, you can literally just drag this over, and you can see the move we made. So I remember when I did tell you, if we do break in the consolidation box, you can literally have buy stops and just catch 30 to 50 pip moves easily. So we had that here, we had that here, we had that here, and then finally, if you look at this move, classic price action. So we had a nice break, we had a comeback retest, and then we had a rejection, and once again we had a break, green candle, a nice rejection with this candle, teardrop candle. This is one of my favorite candles to trade, and then gold hasn't looked back since. We are retracing a bit, coming back into 1500, a nice psychological level. Looking to the left, it has been some support. So if you're in gold shorts or a scalper, you could look for some buys from this area, and I actually would too. But a lot of you have smaller accounts, but a long would be a nice safe bet. We are printing a nice hammer off this area too, but a nice intraday long to to 1510, 100 pips, and your stop is only 40 pips. Actually 35. That's actually a great setup right here. I actually might be looking into buying gold longs. I might call it as a signal, but if you're a big gold trader or commodity trader, this is what you can see for gold right now actually. So if you do want to enter, you can. I just don't like to rush gold like we did last week, but thank God we stopped the bleeding early. Actually, there might be a. So if you're looking to go long gold, a safer bet would be 1509. Just because it's been a nice, pretty solid resistance from 1510 to right there. So right around 90 pip, take profit, and we can see as we speak, gold is pushing higher. So I'll do a live call right now. Buy gold at market price, stops right around 35 pips, and take profit would be at 1505, and actually 15. This is how I use my stop. This is how I determine my take profits. By the way, I look for recent key zones. So a nice support region was right here. So our first take profit for gold buys would be 1505, and our final take profit will be 1509.32. Stops right at 1496.57. Tomorrow we'll talk about this trade, but after this session, if gold is already up 20 pips, I'm not gonna call it. But since you guys tuned into the last session, you will get this trade call. Let's see if it goes our way, and hopefully it's not because Trump tweeted something. But a nice setup. The stop loss is pretty short, so it's not gonna break the bank, and it's only Monday. So that's pretty much the majors. Let's look at NSD USD one more time. We are short in NSD USD, so taking note of recent price action, I called short somewhere down here, and I thought after this nice bearish candle, it was time to, it was going to pave the way for new lows. But obviously, price had other plans and pulled back, and currently it has reacted to our descending trend line. So that's great for us. Our stops were actually, I don't think it was this high. Our stop was at 0.6429. So we're not risking too much, around 35 pips, if that. But I do see the setup playing out. Let's just be patient. And now I'll be taking peer recommendations or any questions related to technical analysis or fundamentals. What's up? What's up? Euro Aussie. I believe someone asked to do that last week. Euro Aussie will be looked at. And I think I missed the Euro Pound. So someone also asked about Euro Pound. So I'll look at both of those while I do that. And you guys could send any last minute questions before I send this one off. So let's do it. Okay, someone asked CAD yen. So Euro Aussie. Um, Euro Aussies. So last week we had our bearish pennant, which we did get a breakout from right here. And if you look at the angle, if you look at the arrows that I drew, this they tell the story. So last week I drew this arrow. So we've gone to our support region, and I do see us popping up higher. The overall trend is up. We zoom out and we look at Euro Aussie, and it likes to make nice waves. These are all like probably 1,000 pip moves up with a small retrace, another big move up. And this initial bull run that we've gone on since July has been monstrous. Barely any retraces, barely any buyers. So we were due for some bearish correction, which we had. But it's not a bad time to swing by Euro Aussie, especially since Australia is looking to cut rates. It's not a bad bet too long. Even to these recent highs, it's still a 1.7 risk to reward. My arrow is going to 1.68742, and I think that's where we're headed to next for Euro Aussie. As long as we stay above the support region, that's where we're headed in my opinion. That's a 2.86 risk to reward ratio trade. A very nice swing trade. So you obviously go smaller than usual in terms of your lot size. But these sort of trades could definitely help smaller accounts grow. But yeah, we already got the nice bounce off this trend line. It's looking like we're gonna have a nice bounce off the support region. It's looking like we're gonna come back and retest it. Looking for some rejection, we could go long, and your stops are right below the support region as usual. And a 2 point, actually if you adjust it, almost a 3.5 risk to reward ratio trade. So this is what I see for Euro Aussie. You'll see, I believe you asked for Euro Pound. So last week someone asked for Euro Pound. This trend line, we broke it. Pretty elementary short off resistance. I do see Euro Pound, maybe stalling now. It might pay another visit to right here, 0.91, basically 0.92,000. Right around here. This is actually a trend line, so that's why it's not showing the exact level. But 0.91200, my bad, 0.91200. We're popping a retrace to there. Let's see what the fibs are saying. Maybe the fibs are saying otherwise. So looking at their last swing high to a swing low, we just popped off for a 78.6 fib level. So I don't really see a full retrace. Maybe the one we're doing right here, and just a pop back up. Obviously, this is going based off what we feel about the pound and it being bearish. And I honestly believe pound USD will go on to make historic lows. So I believe someone asked for CAD yen, and I think that should end off today's session. No real trade setups other than maybe that gold long, but that's how our Monday sessions are usually like that. Later in the day, you're gonna get more trade setups, so be on the lookout for that. And Tuesday's session is we'll be discussing how the trade setups did. So CAD yen. Last week we had someone asked about CAD yen longs, and I believe CAD CHF. I drew these arrows during our night session. I was not convinced. This was when Trump administration basically removed some products off the tariff list, so that did wonders for the Chinese economy and obviously Australia. And obviously the yen got weaker as Chinese economy got stronger. So now we have this big impulse move. We had that correction down, and we did have a nice push back up. So if you watch the candles, boom, boom, we're just reacting to some resistance right here. Could be a nice short, but if you look at the overall aggressiveness of this uptrend, right here, very little bear candles. We only had one bear candle. It might just be a pushback down to somewhere here, 79.970 or 80 flat. Before we go higher. And we do have CAD fundamentals Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that if you are entering any CAD pairs. But actually, you can even that's not clean enough. But we'll see what happens with this. I don't really see any setups. If you are looking for setups, look for some sort of break above support and a nice push, retest, and a rejection, which we did not get here, and you can go long to 81.170. Furthermore, if you're looking for shorts and you like to trade ranges, look for a close below 80 flat. Close below 80 flat means we're paying a visit to 79.500. So a nice 50 pip intraday trade is available. And hopefully CAD yen and USD yen shorts align and we can get two trades for the price of one. So that's today's session. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Usually Mondays are pretty slow, so hopefully I didn't bore you too much. But tomorrow will definitely be a bit more interesting, and we'll pick off then. Tomorrow's session will most likely be on the portal. If not, no problems. It will be on YouTube. So if you are a free member, you're just gonna have to wait for Thursday. The paid members, you'll be getting a private link to join. And so yeah, let's get some profits this week. We had a great week last week, and let's repeat. So be on the lookout for more trades later in the day. Make sure you sign up for the portal. Make sure you get signed up for any one of these options, and also to join my Telegram channel. And that is today's session. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Peace and happy trading.